If there's one thing Sega seemed to like doing as much as bringing their own arcade games to the Mega Drive, it was bringing other people's arcade games to the Mega Drive. Dynamite Duke is the latest of these third-party conversions, and it's nothing if not unique. You play as Duke Fredericks, a mercenary with a cyborg arm hired to take down a mad scientist bent on, what else, taking over the world. The game is a standard scrolling shooting gallery with a twist. You can always see Duke on the screen, and his moveset includes both shooting and melee attacks. See, the bosses in Dynamite Duke like to get up close and personal, and apparently point-blank range just isn't Duke's thing. When an enemy gets close, Duke has an array of punches and kicks at his disposal, including jumping attacks and a powerful uppercut that has the ability to knock his opponent back into firing range. Both the shooting and the hand-to-hand combat are pretty solid. Duke has full lateral movement at all times, plus the ability to duck, and you need to use all of his agility constantly in order to avoid enemy fire. Various power-ups litter each level, giving Duke extra ammo, better weapons, and even dynamite punches that act as screen-clearing bombs. The hand-to-hand fighting requires a lot of movement and strategy as well. Learning your enemy's tell is key to taking them down with as little damage as possible. Almost all of the bosses telegraph whether they're about to use their weapons or attack high and low. Dynamite Duke is actually the third in a pseudo-trilogy of arcade games from developer Seibu Kaihatsu, the first of which was 1986's Empire City 1931. This Gangsterland-based shooting gallery featured large 360-degree scrolling levels where you had to hunt down gangsters who appeared and shoot them before they shot you. It has a neat defensive move where you can shield yourself in order to take a bit of damage when shot. If you're shot while you're vulnerable, it results in a one-hit kill. 1988's Dead Angle was a very similar game with a very similar theme. The main difference here being that you didn't need to worry about defending yourself when shot. Each hit would simply whittle away your life bar. As you can see, Dead Angle also featured a wireframe image of your avatar, which would show damage when you got shot. 1989's Dynamite Duke combined some of the features from the first two games, but traded in the 1930s motif for a more contemporary military setting and dropped the free-roaming levels for forced scrolling. The game's far more exciting thanks to that last change. Unfortunately, when you look at arcade footage of Dynamite Duke, it's easy to see that the Mega Drive conversion did not really capture the game that well. Besides missing stages and heavily simplified graphics, the key issue for me is the missing foreground enemies during each stage. In the arcade version, Duke occasionally had to switch between shooting and fighting multiple times during each level. In the Mega Drive version, that only happens during boss fights. I wouldn't call Dynamite Duke a bad game, just a bit underwhelming given the source material.